Hey guys, me here, and I wanted to film one more video today before I put the camera away and did something else that's not school but like productive, but I do have some school to do today. I have been thinking about this a lot lately, especially because of all of the rookies. The 2015 rookies are all making comebacks around this time, and I've been thinking lately about how they're all trying to go for their first win and what happens to the groups who don't get their first win. What exactly does a first win mean for a group when they achieve that and when they get to this level? Because LOVELYZ was trying for their first win, which is their 2014 rookie. They're trying for their first win this year too, or this comeback too, and they haven't been able to do it so far, and I feel like Twice has gotten theirs, 17's gotten theirs, Monsta is going for theirs in a couple of weeks. Attention, I don't think was going for theirs, but like they're the same age as Monsta, 17, kind of, sort of. Not really, they're actually a lot younger, but so they're kind of trying to work their way up there too. So I think what I've decided that first win on a music show means, first of all, a lot of them win for the first time on the show or show champion, which are two of the ones that are very new, not very new, but they're newer. They're newer than Music Bank, Music Core, Inkigayo, why can't I think of the fourth one, M Countdown. Those four have been around since before I got into K-pop, since like 2009, way before then. Those four have been around for a long time. Show champion and the show, if I remember correctly, were made because it was hard for newer groups to get on the four main shows, and so created these new shows that were mostly for like groups that aren't as recognized and aren't as big as, say, like, you know, back then TVXQ, Super Junior, Girls' Generation, Big Bang. A lot of the groups that have been winning recently have been winning on the show or show champion, and I think easier, but it's definitely easier to achieve, I would say. It doesn't mean that it's any less than winning on one of the other three shows that you can win stuff on. I wouldn't say that it makes you any less of a group. So that's what they, like, 17 won their first one on the show, I believe. But anyways, so what I believe that a first win is that no matter who else is promoting, kind of thing, the fans and the group was able to attract enough fans, or enough dedicated fans, that they were able to win against everybody else who's promoting. And that's kind of what I think about it as. And I think that it is a good way to indicate that you are established in the K-pop world and that you have done enough and worked enough that you've kind of reached that level. That doesn't mean that you can slack off at that point, really. It means that you really should just keep working harder, especially if you don't win like over and over and over again, you know what I mean? Like if you win one of the 5 shows that weekend, like that's great, but that doesn't mean that you like are the best that ever existed. I think it's a good way for companies to say, okay, so our group is recognized and now we can do something, maybe experiment a little bit more, or release a subunit, or maybe we can start thinking about debuting this other group that we had planned for a while. Like I believe Woohyun is waiting for LOVELYZ's first win to debut their boys. Is it everything? I don't think winning on music shows is everything, for sure. Especially, say, if you were promoting at the same time. Let's say 17 was promoting at the same time as Big Bang. Like, I mean, if they win against Big Bang, that's like a huge thing, and I think that says a lot about other things that I'm not going to get into right now. If they lost against Big Bang, it doesn't really say you suck. It just says this group is so much higher than you, and they've put 10 years of work into getting where they are now, and that's why they're winning music shows. And I think once you get to the level of Big Bang, Super Junior, it's almost assumed that you're gonna win. After a while, you just kind of have to be like, that's nice. Like the first time a group wins, a group who was like on their way up, I think VIXX is almost to that level at this point, where they come back and I assume that they're gonna win for whatever they're promoting at the time. So VIXX's Dynamite wins. It's exciting the first time, but the But like the 10th time, it's like, okay, that's nice. Like I just am no longer interested. Like I get it. Like you're good. Your song is doing well on the charts. It's good your song is doing well on the charts, but also you're a very popular group. You always see artists cry on their first win. I think it's kind of assumed that it's going to happen, and I think it's a really special moment for the group that they've reached this level of achievement, but I don't think that winning music shows is the most important thing in the world. Producing quality music that you're proud of and that your fans enjoy is the most important thing, and I think a lot of people get caught up on we need to win number one, we need to win number one. Like I've totally done this too. I was streaming LOVELYZ like crazy the other day so they could win, and VIXX ended up beating them, which congratulations to VIXX. I was hoping that LOVELYZ had finally reached that level of this comeback, and I don't think they have yet. I think one more comeback, but I said that last comeback, that one more comeback and they'll be winning, but they have ranked pretty well on all of the charts that I've seen. Compared to the last comeback. So each comeback they're getting better, which is good. Like I think that's also a way to say that you're doing well in the K-pop world, in the industry, is that you keep getting better every single comeback and you don't slack off and you don't disappear for a year and a half and then try to make a comeback, because that doesn't work. It really doesn't work. There's too many groups these days. Now it's hard to promote at a time where there's not a billion people who are really popular coming back. I think there's just too many groups these days that it's hard. So I think it really says a lot that 17 were able to win twice, that twice were able to win. They won twice or 3 times. But especially from like 17, I think was a huge accomplishment for them because they're from a smaller company. They had a fan base, but I feel like the pre-debut Carrots were a very small fan base, and now I think they've come incredibly far, and I'm very proud of them. And I think when Monsta X comes back in a couple of weeks, obviously I want Woohyun to win, but it's not going to be in the world if he doesn't win, but I really do want him to win this comeback. But once Monsta X come back, I am going to be voting for them for their first win, I think, because I think that those boys have been through a lot, and I think that they really have earned it, especially because I Am and Minhyuk were injured and pretty recently, and they're coming back again, and but I think Starship's doing the 2-part album so that if they don't win this time, then there's already another opportunity built for them to win next time. There's so many things happening right now that there was nothing happening, I feel like, for so long this year, and now everything's happening at the same time. So winning is definitely going to be hard, and that's why I don't think we're seeing too many consecutive, like consistent groups winning every single day during the music show kind of promotion period. Also, I think about this a lot, how there's like so many music shows now that there's like always news about somebody winning, and how if you go on all the music shows, which I don't think everybody goes on all the music shows every week, because it's just so much. It's like crazy, it's a lot. Yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents. I've kind of just been wanting to make this video for a little bit because I think it's an important thing to remember during this time when all of these rookies are trying to win number 1, is that if you win number 1, I think it's a good sign that you are doing well in the industry and that you still have room to improve, obviously, but you built a dedicated fan base and they're willing to vote for you against all of these other groups. And I feel like if you don't win, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think LOVELYZ are going to win this promotion period, and I was thinking about it after they lost the other day, because I was sad about it. I was sad that they lost. I love VIXX, they're my 3rd favorite group, but I was sad that LOVELYZ lost because I really wanted them to get their first win this comeback. But also, I was listening to their album in the car the other day when I was moving all of my stuff out, and it's a very quality album, and I think that they've definitely improved a lot since their first album, and I think that's important to remember too, is that it's not the end of the world if they don't win. but it's really nice to get your first win. Like, it's really nice. Like, I feel like second, third, fourth, like, first win for every, the first win in general and then the first win for every comeback is like pretty cool, pretty important that like you were able to do this. Your new album was recognized as being good, and I feel like after a while it's not really about the music anymore either. It's about your fan base is so dedicated to you that you're gonna win, not no matter what you put out, but like, get it? Like, so let me know what you think about this down in the comment section down below. Let's start a discussion because I do have more free time now, so I will be replying to comments a lot more. I just think this is very interesting to think about, and I think it's an appropriate time to talk about it because of what's going on right now and how much is going on right now. So yeah, definitely let me know what you think about this down in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys very, very soon. And if there's any other videos you want me to make, have any requests, feel free to leave those down below too, because I have time now. Oh, it's so good to have free time. It's so good to have free time. Look how rested I am. Look how rested I am. Well, I mean, not like crazy rested yet, but like I'm on the way to recovery. It usually takes me a few days, but you know, I'm working my way up there. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you very, very soon.